gonna have to make this a quick opener. We are here pouring concrete bright and early. Back it up a little. Perfect. Hitting this patio that Jim and Tom got ready yesterday. A rebar up on chairs around the perimeter. Now we just put them up on chairs as we bring it back. The buggies just crush them. So here they are right here. This is going to be a rolled slate patio. Rolled slate walkway to a rolled slate covered patio. Couple things have to go on. First thing this morning here, and then we're pouring this afternoon. Tight schedule. We need to get this poured so we can get moving on our next project. So I'll tell you a little bit more about this job as soon as we're done with this pour. Conduit coming up for a gas for a fire pit, I believe. That's my guess. That's usually what they do. All right, I'm going to join in and help with the pour. Talk to you soon. Okay, just finished up a little bit of walk. I think that was out of the view of the camera, but it was just a 15-foot by 5-foot walk. Truck's down there cleaning up right now. We have a gravel truck showing up any minute. I wanted to hurry and get everything out of the way so we can dump the stone right here. The concrete's nice and soft yet. The pour only took, what'd that take, Steve? Half an hour, not even?
What?
The pour. We just had to power buggy it right up here.
Well, probably not even that.
Little tight squeeze, but the guys did a great job. Okay, we need these posts switched, we need that door put in, and we're getting this ready. They called and said it's ready to go, we're pouring it.
There you go.
What am I doing with that?
Get it out of my way.
Okay. You're telling me to get to work?
No, I just needed the bolt load.
Low and flat, right? There we go. Okay, let's head down to the street. So this here, before I shut the camera off, this is the one Steve had his best day ever. We had to saw cut these and jackhammer these sills down. The turnaround is a little bit tight, but everybody is questioning, what are we going to do with this hillside? So when we did that, I think the hillside came out to about here. They built this wall right here. We did that project about 2 or 3 years ago. Built a retaining wall. Pretty nice looking wall. Very nice looking wall. So now we'll bring the driveway out on here. Not a huge one, but I think it's going to be about 27 feet out from the garage doors to about where the wheelbarrow's sitting. So we'll try and keep a little grass or landscape strip across here. I didn't talk to anybody yet. I wonder if they want us to put a curb on that. You figure a backup. We better put a curb on that. We'll see what happens. Okay, stone showed up just as the mixer pulled away. That worked out good. So he's going to dump, pull forward. We don't want to lose it all over the hill. We're using 2B limestone, good drainage, and it locks together nice. What do you have here?
13 inches to the top.
13 inches to the top of driveway plus a curb. Okay. Okay. Couple piles right there. All right, so now we're just gonna start getting this set up while we're waiting on that concrete. While we're waiting on that door to be set. While we're waiting on those 2 posts to be changed. Okay, Steve's just going around and edging. The concrete's still pretty soft to do too much with. Taking the clips off where he can. Just rolling that edge. I'm going to start doing some of the easy cuts. Sidewalk, corner, I can cut this. I can't get on there with knee boards and straight edges yet to get cuts in yet. What's going on over here? They're doing a connector walk. They pulled a string right down the house to keep us nice and parallel with the house. Now Matt's pulling the same number as Tom. Looks like 23 inches, 22. Right about there. Getting holes drilled in for our tie-in. We know that's going to settle a little bit, so we want to bridge that, tie it right into the house. Hopefully into masonry, not into the wood band. Man, that's loud. So you YouTubers out there, when you find your cameras going low, you can get these pocket juices, or there's all kinds. Steve just got me a real nice solar powered battery pack that I just plug it right into the camera. I try and keep it out of the way, but occasionally you'll see me, with it. That's what that is. It keeps the battery charged real nice, so you get those important shots that you want to get. So just helping my fellow YouTubers out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 cuts in here. Enough talking. While they're grading this, Matt and Steve are rubbing this up. We did this the other day and I really liked it. So we're going to try it one more time. We're not steel troweling this, we're just float finishing. And now we'll roll it and it gives it a little bit more texture. I thought it looked really nice. So we'll get one more done and we'll put it to a viewer boat. Opening up our joints nice and clean, nice and straight. So that's almost ready to get on. We need about 10 more minutes on that. I'm gonna jump over here onto the wall. There's so much going on here, I don't know where to put the camera. Probably wanna see it all. Spreading some stone, setting some heights, and I'm gonna start working on our curb. Okay, it's quite noisy over here with the machine running. I jumped over here to start working on this curb. I went 1.5 inches back from our decorative topping rather than looking down at this. Not a huge deal, it's just one of those little things. So now I'm tap conning a 2x4 to that, then I'll screw my form lumber coming up off of it. We did a chalk line so we're nice and straight. If this wall has a little kink in it, at least our driveway will be straight. Okay, as Steve finishes up that last little spot, over here where we poured last is ready first. Happens quite often. You always just keep an eye where you can work. It's ready to go. There we go. There's the texture we're looking for. Little wheels around the edges, around the joints. Big wheel for the middle. Different angles, different pattern. All right. Okay, I'm hoping they got a good bit of rolling. I just saw the camera laying on the ground. There it is, all textured. That is my blooper video. So many times I think, oh, I'm getting a great shot, and the camera's laying, pointing the wrong direction. Somebody moved it, it flew over, truck hit it. But anyways, there it is. So tomorrow, center saw cut each way, center or maybe two. I always like center. That would be maybe just a little bit big. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We knocked these temporary posts out, dug down to the footer. So we're going to pour those footers, lay a little piece of plastic on there, and then pour concrete on top of that. I don't want this slab connected to that. I want to be setting on that. I put a temporary post in over there, down to solid. We're going to run a board straight off of this corner. And then, Tom, how's this going? Around to the walk or straight into here?
Curling around here, and then curving out into this.
What are we pouring right now? This and this or everything? Okay. Yeah. Okay, we dug down to concrete on both holes. So everybody knows we're down on the concrete. Running our form, kicker high, kicker low. We pulled a string right here. Now Tom brought up a good point. We're gonna hold this board in 3/4 of an inch. Our step liner will come, once we peel that away, it'll line up real nice with our joint. It's one of those small little details, man, they make a big difference. Off of here, we're gonna curve out to the driveway, and that'll all be wrapped in step liner. It's gonna look great. All right, I'm back on the driveway curb while these guys are getting this set up. Truck is en route for this. We're right on schedule. Okay, I just attached that board on. I videoed it, but the camera wasn't pointing in the right direction. I have it clipped to my hat. Sort of missed it all, so I deleted that. So what I talked about was moving the board over where I can just see my blue chalk line. And every stone, I'll put a Tapcon in. So let's see if I can get this to work. There we go. Want to make sure they're sunk in nice and tight. Oh, that's better. All right, moving on down the line. Okay, just attaching our 2x10s to our 2x4s. Step 1, step 2, Matt's working on step 3. Okay, here's what we came up with. I believe that's our mixer just here, so I gotta talk fast. I gotta get that stone out of the way. We drilled a hole and just ran a screw into here. Wrap some wire tie around it. We're gonna stack step liner here. So we did these right in between our seams. Right around back, wrapped around a nail. We'll twist these tight, holding it right to a string. Very few kickers. Very end, we took advantage of that storm grate, ran a kicker off of that. took advantage of the neighbor's boulder and I wedged a 2x4 against that. I hope they don't mind, to stabilize the end. Solid as Sears. Oh boy, that's an old saying, huh? Matt, do you even know what Sears was? That was before Amazon. Okay, let me get this stone out of the way. Okay, we are underway, getting them in position. We'll put that last chute on. Who's got them up top? Okay, all of our rods are up on chairs except where we tie through sidewalk to pad. We want a little bit of tie in, but we want that to be able to flex a little bit, so we hold those down low and go right over top of them. Maybe pick them up just a little bit. That one's under a chair, not gonna happen. Steve's standing on that one, not gonna happen, but we'll get a little bit under there. I'll start floating the wall, getting ready to straight edge. I'm just in the way right now. Nobody's arguing with me on that one. Last look, yeah, make sure we don't step there. Remember where it's at. Guaranteed somebody's gonna step in that hole. But we got a camera pointing right at it, so we'll see it. Run over the plastic of that second deck post. If you give him just a little chute scrape, he can get on the other side. Jim's going to come down this side with the 6-foot board, and I'm going to start up here as soon as we get some concrete in it. It always drips right on top of our step liner. Always. Hey Dan, can you start up at the house? Then I can get started, yeah. Thanks. Okay, let's get that filled in. Back to straight edging. Okay, out here in the sun, starting to get some texture on it. Good impression. It's a real mild stamp, but we want to make sure it gets all the way in the full depth of that wheel. Alright, while they're doing this, you can watch that on time lapse, or you can come with me and spread some stone. I got to get this knocked down. We have one more truck due. We're going to pour this walk, step, and walk. Then we're done with the rolled slate tomorrow morning, picking up the parking pad and turnaround. Go, go, go. I want about 5 inches. You can see where we have holes drilled. Just spreading it out. Okay, I'm going to hold up there for now. Our parking pad is 14 feet from the inside of the curb. So roughly 14.7 over. And that's close to where I have the stone. Then it curves right to this walk. Planter bed, planter bed. This one's a little bit bigger. And so once we get our mixer in there and pour that walk and steps, then we're free to get the rest of this ready. So I'm going to stop right there for now and go find something else to do. Okay, here we are, last truck of the day. Just a nice easy pour just to help tomorrow out. That way we can get going on this driveway. And this will finish up our rolled slate. So I'll put you right here on the tripod, nice and steady. Come on along with us. Notice how the rebar are in place, tied up on chairs. Step liners are sprayed so no concrete sticks to them. What else, Matt? What am I forgetting? That's it. And last bit, a little bit of bull floating. So he'll turn it and hit it long ways. Really help flatten everything out. Okay. We're guessing that's for a pool where the cat skid loader's sitting. But I haven't heard about any details on that. For now, we're just completed the patio. We're moving on to the driveway. A little bit of cleanup. We'll prep this for tomorrow morning. Okay, concrete's all floated, jointed, re-edged. Spreaders in, 6 foot, and then our 11s. I always like to go 11s, but they have a little parking pad right there. Pulling our one and only step. And this just peels right away. Got it. And that's what we're looking for. Thanks. We put a cut right at the base of it. That's a common place where once the hairline cracks, so we just always put a cut there. Touching up any big holes. A little hole, no big deal. Looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and clean this up. That's left-handed too. It looks like it. Can I send that to you? Okay, ready to roll. Okay. Lots of pressure in the sprayer. Nice even coat. Just a coat. It doesn't need to be running everywhere. Matt's using a plastic bag in front of the step just to give it some texture. Again, nice even coat everywhere. Okay, I'll get set up to start wheeling. Okay, underway. Back and forth, side to side, diagonal. What a great look. Need a little WD-40 on this roller though. This texture almost matches the step texture. Identical. Close up. There it is, all done, all textured. Tomorrow, cleaning, saw cutting, and a light dusting of Cape Cod. I'm going to talk to them, see if we can't talk them into storm gray. We just have to pull these forms off and get our returns out of here. In there and just right here. So that's going to be it.